I wanted to raise. I think that for me it's been a great honor to be associated with Transparency International UK. And one of the strategic choices that TI UK seems to have made, which I think will have a very important impact in a lot of developing countries, is this focus on corruption in the defense sector. In many countries, national security is the last refuge of the corrupt. Over the years, particularly the 80s and 90s, construction, procurement, etc., and other sectors, progressively became more and more difficult for those with sticky fingers to access. That is not true with regard to the defense sector. So I'm very, very glad to hear about some of the great strides that have been made with regard to working with the defense sector and getting them to sign up on a code of conduct. This is the country where we have the headquarters of British Aerospace. And I remember when I was Transparency International Kenya, another journalist, following the sale of a certain piece of radar equipment to the government of Tanzania. And so it's been a little bit of pleasure to see that unroll and hear that there's an investigation happening on this side of the sea. And this is being dealt with. I would like to encourage Transparency International UK. As you know, I think, Lawrence, you know, it's been a hobby horse of mine. As much lobbying as you can do as Transparency International UK for even the companies that do sign up to the Code of Conduct, for them to reveal who their agents are in the third world. You know, BAE, Thales, etc. If they could just publish a list of who their agents are in Africa, with a huge impact on corruption in Africa. You'll find it's no more than about 30 entities that are representing all these companies across the continent and paying lots of commissions. If that would come, if the companies would agree to publish that list of agents, I'm sure that the serious fraud office would be busy for quite some time and having a great impact across Africa. I think there's another reason why this focus on corruption in the defense sector is important now by Transparency International UK. And it's the new pressures that have arisen as a result of the war against terror in some parts of Africa. And some of the transactions that are underway, even as we speak, with regard to defense procurement in some countries that are considered to be problematic vis-a-vis the war against terror. These transactions are happening now, as we speak. Some of these countries are the poorest in the world. But if you see on British television, some of the trucks they're driving are brand new. Some of the machine guns that the soldiers are carrying are brand new. These procurements are being made as we speak. And some of those transactions are having sometimes a very corrosive effect on key institutions like the judiciary, the executive, and others. So this is it's live and happening now. Finally, again, this is very much my own opinion. I'm looking forward to going back to Kenya. And one of the things that I have seen in the last 2.5 years here in Britain has been the retreat of certain agencies from dealing with this issue of corruption. I think the Transparency International now occupies a very important space because I think that some of the multinationals in particular that occupy an important space with regard to the fight against corruption globally have retreated. I don't think the World Bank, I don't think this is going to be a central issue with regard to what the World Bank does in the third world from now on. Many third world countries that used to be key clients of the World Bank, India, China, Brazil, Argentina, etc., no longer need the World Bank. 3 or 4 months ago, the Chinese government gave a loan of $5 billion to the DRC, Democratic Republic of Congo. I think the World Bank's entire portfolio is $25 billion or thereabouts. So this is changing the relevance of some of the agencies that have been as it was setting the international governance agenda around these issues. The relevance of agencies like the World Bank is, in my opinion, declining. And as much as agencies like Transparency International can fill that space, it's extremely important, as much as they can engage with China, with India, with Russia, with Ukraine, it's extremely, extremely important. So I'm a great supporter and proud supporter of the work that Transparency International UK does. But I'm not a member of TI UK, I'm a member of TI, an active member of TI globally. And I'm very proud of that. Great supporter of the work that TI UK is doing. I'm looking forward to the day that we can publish a list of all agents and I will come to London and share a glass of wine together.